weather forecast today?
Today's forecast, a lot of sunshine, blue skies, marine clouds. Just a perfect day to go outside and relax. That's your forecast. We'll be right back.
Yeah, sunny days, sunny days, sunny days. No clouds in the sky, but again, away feels like it's been...
Welcome back to another episode of The Social Beaches. I'm Kelly Bowling.
I'm Carolyn Smith.
We're with the Coastal Estate team at Compass. We sell real estate on the Space Coast and down into Indian River County. So if you have any real estate questions, you're looking to buy or sell, you can send us an email to hello@coastalestateteam.com. Give us a call or a text to 321-422-2160, or send us a message or leave us a comment on whatever platform you're watching us on.
Yes.
So today we're going to talk about eating out at a restaurant versus staying in, eating at home, and the costs associated with it. Are more people staying in and
Yes.
not going out to restaurants?
Yes. And lunches when you're at work, like, are you going? Because
Are
when
you
I first
packing?
started
Yeah.
working, when I first entered the workforce and I worked in a corporate job, we went out to eat probably as a group.
Yeah.
All of us would go 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
And I think we even used to do that as part of our team. We used to go out a lot more, but it's expensive.
It is expensive, and it's also time consuming.
Yes.
So if you're going to go out as a group, especially,
Yeah.
I would imagine like an hour minimum.
Yeah, we did the hour. I mean, that was back when a corporate job was the normal 8 to 5 with
Right,
an hour lunch, and we did that. But I feel like in our office now, for me, it's like a cost, like after the prices really started going up,
Yeah.
like in the last few years, and you start adding that up and you're like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
I'm going to bring some bread and some peanut butter and jelly.
We used to go out at least once a week, my husband and I, to dinner, and not to like a cheapy restaurant. We would always go somewhere nice.
Yeah.
And,
Date night.
have a couple drinks, by the time you're done, it's $150, $200.
Yeah.
And, it's not, we could probably have gone without the alcohol. That would have helped a little bit.
No.
But, we haven't been doing that. We've been eating in, I've been cooking, and then having leftovers, whatever.
Yeah.
But we went out, we took the whole fam. My daughter came over with her boyfriend. My daughter the younger one was in a play. So her and her brother, there was just one kid missing.
Yeah.
He just decided, he's like, nah, I just got off work. So
Yeah.
I'm tired and I need to take a shower. I'm not going to go. It was $400 to go
Oh,
to dinner.
my
This is why
gosh.
we can't do that. Like, it was a great meal.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it as much as we could with like kids there that are picky and, whatever. But, that's why we don't do that. It's cheaper to just have the groceries and
It is, and it's, I don't know, you go out and then you're like, did I enjoy it that much? That's the other thing. Like, I feel like we go out and we're like, did we love the food?
right.
I feel like when I used to go out, I used to love it more. Like, I enjoyed the whole experience of it. I
Yeah.
love the food more. I felt like, hey, somebody's waiting on me. They're so fun. They're kind. They're whatever they are. Like, the wait staff was great. And it was the whole experience of it
Yeah.
all together made it worth it. Now I feel like I go out sometimes, and I waited tables forever. So I get it. Some people aren't having the best day, but also the food is maybe not what it was. Maybe it's just a mental thing, I feel like.
Yeah.
But
I definitely like my home food better.
Yeah.
I mean, just because I know who made it. I know what went
Yeah.
into it. I know the ingredients. And I'm like one of those people that I'll do a bad thing and I'll look on, say, like a chain website, right, which we don't eat at chain restaurants.
Yeah.
But I'll give the example of like Panera, because I did
Yes.
this recently. If you look at their menu and you look at the calories that are like in a sandwich.
Yeah.
1,000 calories for a sandwich. Like, I know I can do better at home. I know I can.
Yes.
Or a salad being that many calories. Like, it's insane to me. And when you think about like how many, I'm not one to count calories, but if you think about how many calories you should be ingesting a day, like if you're on a
And
2,000
salt.
calorie, the sodium's really
the
bad.
sodium.
But a 2,000 calorie a day diet, which
Yeah.
isn't really a diet for some people, that's just like maybe an average. If you're not
Yeah.
super active and you're not lifting heavy weights, then that could be an average, I think, amount. Well, guess what? You get to have a salad, and like maybe you get to have one other
And
meal.
the salad when you go out is not the same salad that in general. Like, if we had, what is the cava and sweet green? We don't have those.
Right.
Those are like salad places that make like amazing bowls and
Right,
salad. We
right.
don't have that here. So if you
Yeah.
have that, and I don't know what those cost because we don't have one here.
Right, I have no idea.
But when you
Yeah.
do get a salad, you're like some lettuce, maybe
Yeah.
a little bit of something, a little bit of, you're like,
Yeah.
and it's $13 or $14. And if you put chicken on it, then it's
more.
$21.
It's
And
a
all of
little
a sudden,
ridiculous.
you're
We do
spending-
occasionally treat ourselves to like pizza out. Like
Yeah.
we'll bring it home or what have you. And that can get expensive too.
Let's talk about pizza, because pizza is fascinating to me. Fascinating to me because my son likes Domino's.
Okay.
My son, he likes Domino's, and I like the local pizza place
Mr.
better.
01.
Yeah, so I like the local pizza place better. And he likes that too. But he likes Domino's. He's fine with Domino's. Well, he goes on and there's like coupons and specials and this and that. So if we get Domino's, and we could get probably at least 2, sometimes 3 pieces under $20.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes $15.
It's
let's
so
say.
cheap. I feel like it's always been like $19.99 for like the family meal deal, which is like 2
Yes.
pizzas and some sodas and like maybe some breadsticks thrown in there.
Yes, and you get
Yeah.
all the stuff. And so then I'm like, okay, well, I'll have them deliver it, because it is our Domino's is further away, so they'll deliver it. I give them a $10 tip to deliver. What I don't care if I order 2 pizzas, I'm still giving them a $10 tip.
Right.
Still cheaper than one pizza, really,
Yes.
at the pizza place.
Yes.
Still cheaper, and I didn't have to go out, and I got to sit at home. And honestly, I mean, kudos to you, Domino's. I've had Domino's recently. I'm like, they're using better stuff.
Yeah,
They're
it
using
is
better pizza.
good pizza. I mean,
Yeah.
it tastes. I like it.
Yeah.
we don't get it very often just because it is like out of the way for us. But
Yeah.
my kids would love it if we did.
Yeah.
So we get them because I have a pizza fiend in the house. Like that's what he wants to eat like every night if we would let
Yes.
him.
Wow.
So Costco has those 4-pack of like the pepperoni pizzas.
Yes, the
I think
Kirkland
it's like,
brand?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
13 or $14.
It's $13.99 or
Yeah.
$13.50 or something.
for a 4-pack. So that makes it super affordable.
So good.
Which it has to be. He'll eat an entire one in a sitting.
Yes.
So, I mean, for
Yes.
him, that works out.
I hate to say that's what we had for dinner last night, was the Kirkland pepperoni pizza.
Hey, whatever.
And then the Motor City, if you haven't tried it at Costco, have you tried the Motor City
No, I
one?
haven't tried those.
So people kept talking about them. So I asked my son, I'm like, would you try one of those? Because they're deep dish.
Yeah.
And they're good.
Okay.
They're good.
I've
We
heard
just
that the
got the
cauliflower
pepperoni.
crust ones, they are
I
very
do
good.
generally like the cauliflower ones, but I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm over those. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
I don't really do frozen pizza unless it's like the linguine, like quickie lunch thing, you
Yeah.
know, then maybe one of those.
I do them
but-
for him because he, like you said,
Yeah.
like pizza, and it's reasonable. So again, we're looking at like, what do you spend to go out? But look at all the restaurants that are now. So we've had a bunch of local restaurants that have
Close.
been in business for
a
a long
time. Yeah. So
So I think people are starting to go out less.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yes.
And honestly, when I do go out, it's always a Friday or a Saturday night. So I don't
Yeah.
like go out during the middle of the week
Yeah.
usually. And the places aren't like overly packed. Although we do go to the same places most of the time. I mean, they're crowded, they're busy,
Yeah.
but they're not overly packed. I don't see lines out the door, people waiting. You know, you used to see that.
Yes,
a
and I
lot.
saw and I don't know what area it was in, but they were talking about somewhere that was like had a huge lunch crowd. I think it was in the Northeast or something. And they were talking about how and yes, some people work at home now and things like that, but they said it wasn't that their lunch crowd had really diminished, so that they had like increased their hours at nights and weekends
Okay.
to make up for it, and added like a brunch on Sundays that people
Yeah.
will still go out to brunch.
Yeah.
But that people are not going out to lunch from work. They're not
That
spending their discretionary.
Interesting. Well, yeah, I don't blame you. It is expensive,
Yeah.
for sure. If you were to go out every day for lunch, even if you go to like McDonald's, which is
McDonald's
not super
is
healthy, it's not
expensive.
cheap anymore.
I like the fries and the Coke, and it's like I think a large fry. What did I tell? It's like $6 or something for a large fry. Something
Seriously?
crazy.
I mean, they're good, but
I think so.
$6 is a lot for some French
It's a
fries.
lot for French fries. Maybe
Yeah.
they've reduced it now. I don't know. I went to a McDonald's. Maybe it wasn't that much, but it felt like it was that much. I was like, wait a minute, because I never go to McDonald's, but I was starving
Right.
and I was out showing a house, and I was like, I have to. And there was a McDonald's there, and I'm like, I'll just get fries and a
Yeah.
Coke.
It made me laugh when Erin came in the other day. She's like, I just had a cardiac appointment, and I stopped at McDonald's on the way back.
That's like when you go to the dentist and you're like, oh, Krispy Kreme has hot donuts.
Yeah, and they're like, don't eat for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go drink a coffee now and brown my
Yes.
teeth. Yeah, I was just there the other day, and that's exactly what I did.
Did you?
Sugary coffee right after.
Yeah.
It was so
Well,
good.
you know, that's fine. It's fine. But
All
yeah,
in moderation.
we're so like Red Lobster.
That
they
closed
just-
down a bunch of those. Yeah. Did,
Frankie's Wings,
did ours
Wagon
stay
Wheel.
open?
I think our Red Lobster stayed open.
Yeah. Okay. But
Yeah.
yeah, the Wagon Wheel, that's been in business forever.
40 years, they
yes,
said?
40 years. That's
Yeah.
a success story, honestly. I don't see that as a failure. I feel like you did a good job. You ran a really
40
successful business
years.
for 40 years.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And that's a family
The Dove
owned.
is another one
The Dove,
downtown. That's,
yeah,
people are
Italian.
like posting and so sad and like, well, maybe they weren't getting enough business to stay open. And then you
Yeah.
have it used to be Fresh Grill or something
Oh,
like
yeah,
that,
it's
and now it's
now
Tide and Tonic.
Tide. It was supposed to be Fin and Tonic, and I'm like, why did they change the name? But I think there's another Fin and Tonic in Florida.
Oh,
Maybe
maybe.
you're not allowed to name your restaurant the
I
same
don't know,
thing.
maybe not.
I don't know.
Yeah, so there's,
Tide
there
and
are
Tonic.
new restaurants that pop up for sure. Like
Yeah.
the one that it was D'Angelo's, and then it was.
Oh, yeah, now
I don't
it's like
remember.
Taste of the
Taste
Islands.
of the
Have you been
Islands.
there?
No, but I've been reading good things
Yes.
about it. Everybody
Yeah.
says it's been great. I haven't tried it.
Yeah.
The new one, Tavern on the Green, that's supposed to be opening down
Where's
in
that?
Aquarina.
Oh. Oh, but that's the same people who own
That own
Cheers.
Cheers. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's new stuff popping up all
Yeah,
over town.
there's new
And
restaurants.
of course, all the new stuff coming in Vieira.
Yeah, Vieira.
So many.
We love Vieira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get all the good
They
stuff.
got the new, what's that? Like, it's a chain.
Ford's Garage.
No,
Oh, no.
the one it's not Vieira. It's the one by Pineda Causeway. They took over the old like Pineda Crossing building.
Oh, Jimmy Hula's.
Jimmy Hula's.
Yeah.
So I stopped in there. I didn't realize it was their soft opening. I was with someone and we went in there and I'm like, that place was packed.
Was
the
it?
line was to the door.
Oh wow! Remember when we rode by Sandbar?
Oh yeah.
And they were having like their grand opening
Yeah.
weekend. I'm like, there's so many people out here. I can't even tell what the restaurant is because it was just a sea of people
Yes.
and like this big monster truck out on A1A.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think that's where the new Sandbar is going to be because they have
Yeah.
one in Cocoa Beach. It's
Yeah.
super successful. So
Yeah.
it seems like that one's a big hit. Yeah.
So there are still places, and we do still go out, but we're definitely more careful. I feel like I bring my lunch to work at least 4 days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least 4 days. I do a lot of peanut butter and jelly.
Yes, there's a lot of peanut butter and jelly happening at the office. I've
I'm
noticed.
out of peanut.
Kelly with her like little Costco chicken bites or a frozen whatever.
Yes.
Or
And you do the tuna packs.
they're cheap. You can get those for like $1.25 on sale,
Yeah.
and then just spread them on like a cracker, like a Wassa cracker.
Yeah.
I know it sounds so delicious, right?
I have to mix my tuna with mayonnaise.
I can't do mayonnaise.
Really?
I just don't
What
like
does it taste like without mayonnaise?
Well, it's the flavored tuna, so it's like whatever they flavor. So they have like
Is
buffalo.
it oil in it that makes it flavored?
No, like lemon pepper. I don't know. It's not oily though. I wouldn't say it's oily in any way.
So what do they just season it?
It's seasoned somehow. I don't
And
know.
it
It's
tastes good?
magical. I mean, it's not a culinary
tastes good?
experience that's going to blow your mind, but it's sustenance.
Is it better than peanut butter and jelly?
I don't know about that. It's more protein, I think, than
Okay.
peanut butter and jelly. And I think that's the thing. Like, I feel more satisfied if I have the protein.
Yeah.
Than, like, if I eat the peanut butter and the jelly, the carby sweetness, then I
Yeah.
just want more sweets.
The jelly does throw you off.
A little bit.
And peanut butter has a lot of sugar in it,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah. If I eat just straight peanut butter, it tends to upset my stomach.
Yeah.
So.
So I feel like you can also do, turkey, whatever. You can do sandwiches.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of like lean cuisines and just because
Yeah.
they're easy, not because they're,
It's not because they're great.
no. They're
It's
so
mediocre
easy.
at best, but it's something you can put in your body and that you're like,
Jen
okay.
brings leftovers. She's
Yeah.
really good. She brings leftovers to work.
I
I'm
actually
like,
packed my lunch today. I did good. I brought
did?
some leftovers so they wouldn't sit in my fridge. I have some
Wow.
fruit packed. I had a breakfast sandwich that I ate already and packed. I'm like, I'm
Wow.
doing good today. Maybe
Keep
I
it
get
up.
one day like that a week where I'm like prepared. And I, as prepared as I could be, it was literally on my way out the door. I'm like, oh, let me throw some stuff in a bag.
oh, see, I'm bad. I forget, and that's why the peanut butter and jelly is good because you can have the peanut butter and the jelly in the office and a
Yeah.
loaf of bread, and it's
it's
like
already there.
It's
Yeah.
there, and it's also like 75 cents to make us.
Very cheap.
We're not trying to be cheap, but you got to save where you can.
Yeah.
And then
you
you
can
do
have
go out.
a nicer dinner at
Yeah.
home.
And then if you do go out, we like to support our little local restaurants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Ignore all my comments about Domino's. I do like Domino's though. I think they've done good. There's companies that have turned themselves around, which, that's a whole nother thing. But there's companies that like Panera. I won't spend my money there anymore.
No, it's not the same. I used to
No.
love, I was addicted and like I am to this stuff. You could
Let's not
find me
talk
there.
about this.
You could find me there almost every day when we lived in Vieira.
Yeah.
In fact, I had people message me on Facebook that I didn't really know, just like Facebook knew. They'd be like, hey, I was at Panera and I saw you. And I'm like, well, the chances of that happening are literally 100%. Because yes,
Because I'm there every day.
I literally live there. I would just go over and I would buy like lunch and dinner and just
Well, it
take
was
it home.
reasonable and it was delicious. And now you get a sandwich there, and it's like there's one piece of meat or two pieces of meat in there, and
Yeah.
the bread's not the same, and the portion size isn't the same. And we hope Panera turns it around. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know,
But if they don't, I mean, I won't miss it.
Yeah.
I'm over that one.
I like their soup.
Yeah.
They have good
You can
soup.
buy the soup at the store, but
Yeah.
is it the same?
I think it's the same. Jen said it's not. I do buy it. I buy it at Costco.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Costco has good deals.
try it.
We like Costco.
Yeah.
Thank
it's
you
a
for
great
coming
place.
to Melbourne Costco.
We are very appreciative. I was just there yesterday.
Yeah.
And that cashier, he was great. Because at the end, when he's handing my receipt, he goes, "Your total was only," and then he shouted out the number. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I see what you did there. You reframed that in a positive light. It was
Yes.
only,
Oh,
even
my.
though it was a big number.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But we love Costco.
Yeah.
And if we could just get, and we're getting Whole Foods.
Yeah,
which
I'm
is
excited
exciting.
for that.
Yeah.
Have you been to that new Publix yet in VR, the
No.
two-story? I haven't either. I keep
No,
meaning
but
to
I was
stop
at my
by.
client's. I stopped by to see one of my clients in Viera the other day, and she said it's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 2-story one.
I think we're going to
And
need
they
a
have like
field
a
trip.
cafe upstairs. Oh, we should do a field
do a
trip.
field trip, yeah.
We should shoot it, and then we could. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So when we get the Trader Joe's, which there's, if you're watching this and you think, oh, we're getting a Trader Joe's, no, that's
not.
our
That's a dream.
That's our putting out our positive
Yes.
vibes that Trader Joe's will come.
Yes.
If we put it out there, it's like Field of Dreams, Field of Trader Joe's.
If you think it will happen.
Yes.
Yes. it's
Trader
gonna
Joe's,
happen.
please come.
Well, I mean,
because
Whole Foods is coming, and I didn't think that would ever happen.
Yeah.
So it's not impossible.
I think it's going to come.
Yeah.
I like the corn chips with the caramelized onion dip. Their brand of, well, I think most of the stuff they sell is their own brand,
their own
right?
brand, yeah.
So they have the big, it looks like the big Fritos with the,
Okay.
it's not healthy, but it
This
is.
makes me glad that I haven't really shopped at a Trader Joe's to like miss the things. All I know about is like the cookie butter is apparently really popular
Oh, I
there.
haven't had that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
that I
There's a
would eat
lot of good things there, but I bought that by accident because I was in St. Petersburg and I was visiting my friend and we were going over for dinner and I was getting flowers. They have nice flowers there. I was
Yeah.
getting like some fun stuff to take over and some wine. And then I was like, oh, this would be like before we eat dinner, you know?
Yeah. And now you're hooked. You need
And
the
now
corn
all I
chips.
can do is think about the next time I go to Trader Joe's getting corn chips and caramelized onion dip. Yeah.
Sounds yummy.
Whoever thought that up, good idea. Anyway, anything
I
else?
think that's it for today.
Okay. Well, we'll talk to y'all later.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Weather forecast today.
Today's forecast.